The Joe Rogan Experience.
The thing I'm excited, and I have to bring it back to my stupid plug, but the garden show. I used to do it. It was normal to do the garden for me before, which is not a good thing.
Right.
Like I remember Chris Rock saying to me once after a show at the garden, he's like, you like, this is like a club for you where you try shit out now. Because I did it like 5 times in a week. I just take the subway, take the C train up, do the garden and leave. Like I don't party after I just a show.
Right.
But that went away and I hadn't been there for a while. But now to me, this one show, there's like this very exciting thought to just do one. And the set I've prepared for it is not a rock star set. It's pretty gritty. It's pretty, I mean, it all kills.
It's similar to what I saw at the Creek.
Yeah, I've been working on it since, so there's a lot of new stuff.
Yeah.
But it's the idea of being surrounded by these 18,000 people in this elite arena and saying some of this stuff, but also knowing that I've crafted it, so it's not just reckless. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm really excited about. 38 years in comedy, I don't get that excited, but I'm really excited.
I'm excited
about
for it too. I love that you've made this return, and then you experienced a bunch of resistance, but now it's kind of gone.
Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it.
Yeah, and now you're doing shit that's really being recognized. Like you won a fucking Emmy.
Yeah, I got a Grammy. I got a Grammy that came back. Yeah, that was
amazing.
Nice. It's nice.
And I think you won a Grammy for the special. It was very funny, but I think the next one was. I think Sorry was even better.
Thank you, man.
I really
Thank
do.
You.
Sorry was amazing.
That got nominated for a Grammy, so we'll see what happens.
I hope it wins.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'd love it if you won 2 years in a row. I want to see people get crazy. Like, fucking
whatever.
Bullshit.
Whatever.
God damn it. I loved it. I got so angry when people were calling out your that leaked set.
Yeah,
when people are mad. Because to me, it was like, that's what he's always done. This is great stuff. Like but not only that, you hadn't done stand-up in 10 months. I'm like, this is the seeds of a fantastic hour.
Well, it was
and you're only seeing like literally the first couple of times he's even said these things aloud in public.
I literally was having a conversation with another comedian and came up with the bits and went on stage and did them. So it was the first time I'd done them. And I just got so excited to be back on stage because I had taken a long time off, and there was resistance coming back. But I was in a club with my crowd for the first time, and so I was. It was the only thing I regret is it was reckless because my life was very precarious. Things were tough, and things were tough for my kids. So that created a bigger, huge stink bomb than anything else that had even happened.
The set did?
Yeah, the set was really hard. So, given how things were. I probably could have made jokes about a couple other things. I don't believe I did anything wrong.
You did what you've always done.
I do. I've always done this. The way it works is I say stuff that is the wrong thing to say. I hear the resistance to it, and then I work with it, and it takes a few shows for it to be a safe bit to do. But there's a few audiences that and that audience actually didn't didn't mind it, but it's not for regular consumption. It's like watching somebody practice piano and going like he sucks or it's not, it wasn't supposed to. I think it's really bad that we don't have these barriers anymore where there's speech that's for these few people, there's speech that we're going to have a fun conversation where we're going to get a little crazy. It's not for the whole world to see.
Well, what was infuriating to me was people that know that. They know what you're saying.
Yeah.
And they went after you. I was like, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
There's people that I won't talk to this day because of that.
Wow.
I was like, I'm not talking to you. Like, unless you want to make some, like, big public apology or you want to apologize to me and tell me why you did it and what real feelings of insecurity and jealousy. But
Nobody can do that, though.
Tim Dillon put a great post on his page about what's really going on.
Yeah.
He put a great post on his Instagram, and that's when I became friends with Tim Dillon.
Right.
He wrote, you're getting a bunch of people that are mediocre comedians and that are attacking him not really because of what he's saying, but because he's great and because they hate the fact that he was getting any attention at all and that should be theirs, and now they find some chance to move up in the social structure.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like to
me. All of that is totally true, and it makes me understand it. In other words, it makes me feel sympathy. It makes me go like, all right, if that's what you need to do, that's what you got to do. I get that. I would prefer to hang out with somebody who doesn't need to do that, but I get it. And
I can't be around them because
I understand that.
You can do that again. You could do that again.
Sure.
It's like having a snake in the room. Like you can have a snake in the room as long as you keep the lights on.
Aside from my shit, the thing that was a drag to me about comedy in the last few years was people who, any comedian who's out in the world saying that comedian shouldn't be saying these things.
Yeah.
That's a traitor to comedy.
Well, they always suck.
They're not a real comedian.
And none of them are good.
They've learned some tricks so they can seem good and they might have a big audience. But they don't love this.
Right.
And that's a fucked up thing to do.
It's a fucked up thing to do, and it's always coming from a place of jealousy.
Yes, and also it's always happening to somebody who's already deeply besieged, somebody who's already the whole world.
Of course.
When you see the whole world coming down on somebody for something they said, and then you go, man, I'm going to say the same thing.
Exactly.
That's about you. That has nothing to do with how you really feel about what they said. It has nothing to do. It's just that you want to be heard in your circle saying it also because you see that you can get a little something from it.